It's about it's about time that the people stand up against this utter madness and utter mass murdering of a country that claims that they're victims from the world, and they're doing the utterly same thing to the neighbor to them while they're taking every bit of what they had. That's right. Just like what happened to the Native Americans. Same kind of shit. Came in and took all they had and killed them all. As many as they could. Yes, they did. So here we have a criminal. Yes, we do. This is a fucking government criminal is what they call this right there. Nikki Haley. Let's listen to Nikki Haley's story at this big created meeting of the United Nations Security Council. Yes.
US Ambassador Nikki Haley came here determined to thwart a resolution drafted by Kuwait that called for measures to protect the people of Gaza. She tried persuasion, going around other members of the Security Council. Here, as she approached the ambassador of Peru, she could be seen mouthing the word, please. A warm greeting for Israel's ambassador, Danny Danon. He, surely aware, she also had procedural tricks up her sleeve. She wanted her completely rewritten version of the resolution classed as an amendment so it would be voted on first. There were heated discussions among ambassadors, but this month's president of the council, Russia, ruled against her. And things only got worse for Haley. She pleaded with council members to support her draft resolution and reject Kuwait's.
And look at that. Right there. Lady, you need to take that off your neck. Because you're engaging in a conspiracy of genocide. Yes. And that right there on your neck, that, I'm not even going to say it. You don't even qualify to say what kind of person you are to wear that. You should take that off your neck because that's a disgrace to what you believe in. Your actions, your conduct. There's a door waiting for you, baby. And it's coming. Your life does not last forever on this planet. And I sure hate to walk in your shoes when you step over the Great Divide to go to the next journey. They got a detour for you, Curl. Yes, they do. And you're sure not going to like it when it happens. You think you're going to escape in that fleshly body right now. Wait until you have to pay your dues when to the next journey.
Strongly encourage this council to vote against Kuwait's resolution and acknowledge the concerns of Hamas by voting for the U.S. resolution. Each of you have a choice. You either support Hamas or not. This vote will tell the story.
And it's a nice, beautiful scare tactic, what she just did. Either you're with us or you're against us, is what she's saying. Who the F does America think they are? Ha ha ha. The Roman Empire only lasted so long, hint, hint. And then America is following the Roman Empire's exact steps. And it will be an utter failure due to that. And also the United States, its utter failure is already happening due to the fact that this massive migration today, this particular mass migration isn't the mass migration that created this country. It's in a different concept. It's the same kind of concept, but a different concept now, because this one is another different concept of destroying this country, just like it is destroying other countries by the mass migration that is being pushed, all by a handful of people. Yes, they know what this mass migration does to countries. Yes, they do. In the Roman Empire, two things that happened in that country that destroyed the empire, letting too many people in from all over that got into their country, that got into their politics, that started destroying from within. Yes, that's what happens with every nation. When you start letting too many other mindsets get into your mindsets, next thing you know it, you got a great dynamic change going on. Because as much as somebody says, I want to be in this country, they still are who they are. And they will always revert back to who they are. And here we go with the rest of this, with the Russian Federation.
But the story that unfolded is not the one Haley wanted. When Kuwait's draft was put to a vote, it got 10 votes in favour. It only didn't pass because Haley had to use her veto. And then the second vote on Haley's own resolution. This is where all her tactics backfired. Her allies abstained, others voted against, and a moment of diplomatic humiliation. She was the only person to vote for her resolution.
I don't believe that there was in the history of the United States, in the history of the United Nations, in which a country to submit a draft resolution and not to receive except one single vote, the vote of the party that did submit that draft resolution. If that is not the epic of complete failure, I want you to tell me what is failure in the Security Council. Thank you.
It was a bad day for Ambassador Haley, but the real losers are the people of Palestine, particularly in Gaza. With the Security Council divided and deadlocked, there is no end to their misery in sight. James Bays, Al Jazeera, of the United Nations. U.S. Ambassador Nikki.
So, that was I liked seeing that. And I'm an American and I live in America. I'm totally disgusted. I love my country, but I'm totally disgusted with my government and the foul conduct that they do. I'm actually embarrassed about the conduct they do because it represents me. And I don't conduct any of this shit that's been going on by our government. They are out of control. They're murdering people. They're conquering countries. They're forcing countries. Sovereign nations don't force sovereign nations to submit, especially in today's supposedly modern day. Actually, I'm going to interject this and I'm going to end this with this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to a country that is worse than the Roman Empire, worse than all of combined of what happened between World War I and World War II. And the reason for that, and reason why I state it that way, is that the people here in the United States have been used as pawns for a group of elitist globalists that are trying to conquer the world. That is a fact. And they're going around and murdering people, and they come in all civil acting and so forth, but always fighting to get their way. And that's what she just said. By either you're with us or you're against us. Lady, you're going to isolate, and all of you screwballs that are on this agenda, you're going to end up isolating this country. And it'll end up being just like any other country in the world that gets attacked by the world. Yeah. You guys are highly dangerous. This policy and this mindset that America has in government is a very dangerous mindset. Not only for the world, for ourselves. Especially the American people should wake the F up, because these people are selling you down the river. They're using you as pawns, and they're getting you in trouble with the world. And that's a fact. And remember, The bully does not stay the bully on the block forever. He will get his ass whipped and whipped good. We have the opportunity now to change our ways and become a better and more peaceful nation and stop acting like we're God and are righteous and we have the right to do this because of our exceptionalism and our dynamics and all this hogwash bullshit they shove down your throat, including through the screwed up education system we have that is propagandizing this type of mindset for this horrific bullshit that this country is spewing out to the world.